Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll have a first look at this Vivo Z1 Pro. And as you can see, this is a review unit, so it's coming in this fancy box. It gives us an idea about the device. It says Z over here, and what it is. This comes with actually the Snapdragon 712 chipset, and I believe this is the first handset in India coming with the 712 chipset, and some of the specs are over here. And if we actually pull, the phone is here. So let me keep this box to the side. So here is the device itself, and again guys, I don't know the exact pricing, as this is a review unit. They have removed the pricing info, but I'll leave the link in the description. And this comes in two variants, 6 GB of RAM and 4 GB of RAM. And as you can see, it comes with that 32 megapixel front facing camera, and also it has a triple rear facing camera and a 5000 milliamp hour battery. And nice to see that the SAR values are actually pretty low, 0.752, and for body is 0.4. So let's open this up and have a look. So here we have one more pamphlet. Looks like a case. Yes, a case is there, and this is also your warranty card, and gives the paperwork and all those things. I'll just keep this to the side for now, and you get that TPU of case. And this is the handset itself, and interestingly it says smart assistant and a smart button over here, so that's interesting. Let's open this up. So this is what it is. So this is the device, and the back is that gradient color like we are seeing a lot on a lot of phones these days, and the triple camera setup. And we have this front facing camera over here, and they call it in display front camera. I'll just keep this to the side. Let's see what else do we get. Good to see we get earphones bundled in the box, so that's actually a nice thing. Many vendors are not giving that. And we have still a micro USB to USB port, and this is a Vivo branded charger. But guys, this is a fast charger because it outputs even at 9 volts at 2 amps, as you can see. So 18-watt fast charger that is supplied in the box. So let me just keep this to the side, and let's have a look at the handset itself. So this is the handset itself, as you can see. Let me give you a physical overview first. On the top we have actually nothing, guys, and on this end we have the volume rockers, which give a good tactile feel, and the power on off button is here. Bottom we have the vent for the speaker, micro USB port, main microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, and that smart key, I believe, that extra key that we are getting. And this is the SIM tray. Let's look at the SIM tray and see what do we get. So nice to see a dedicated micro SD card slot and 2 nano SIMs on this. So triple slot we are getting, and back is that triple camera setup we are getting. And another thing is that this one actually comes with that 5000 milliamp hour battery, so that's also interesting. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually boot it up, and by the time it boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Vivo Z1 Pro is having a 6.53 inch full HD plus IPS display. That is the full view display. It comes in 4 and 6 GB of RAM, and storage will be 64 or 128. And moving to the camera, it's having a triple rear facing camera. The main camera is a 16 megapixel with f1.78 aperture. The second camera is an 8 megapixel that is for wide angle lens, and lastly a 2 megapixel that is used for depth and bokeh effects. Moving to the front facing camera, it's a 32 megapixel front facing camera, and comes with a 5000 milliamp hour battery with 18-watt fast charger. So guys, this is the Vivo Z1 Pro, and in fact now I have used it for the last couple of days. In fact, I've also posted my gaming review with this one. Again, you can check that out for more info. And if you you get your notifications over here, and your quick toggles are from the bottom. It runs on Fun Touch OS, and if you go over here, as you can see, let me show you. It has that game centric features called GameCube and all this thing. I won't go in depth regarding this one. I've already covered this in my gaming review. But again, as this is the Snapdragon 712 chipset, it's also really good for gaming. Also does not not heat up. And it's too early for me to comment about the battery life, but again, initial impressions I would say, because it's having that 5000 milliamp hour battery, the battery life also has been really good till now. You will see that it's running on this Fun Touch OS, which is over Android Pie, that is Android 9 that you are getting. And this is the 6GB RAM variant, guys, and this came with 64 GB of storage. In terms of responsiveness, it's very responsive. I didn't notice any lagginess or anything with this device. Moving to the screen quality also, the screen quality is good. It's a full HD IPS LCD screen, and we have the fingerprint scanner here at the back, and it's really responsive. As you can see, the moment you touch, it unlocks. But again, if you are someone who prefers face unlocking, that option is also there. You can just register your face over here. So in general performance, it was really good. But the one thing I'm actually pretty impressed with this phone is the camera performance. I've actually taken a lot of samples with this one. I'll show you later. But I feel the camera is one of the highest strength of this phone. I don't know the exact price of this device, but I'm expecting that Vivo would launch it under 20,000. And if they do that, I think so this might be the best camera centric smartphone. And the good thing is that also the gaming performance is good. But in terms of camera, the setup is a little bit different. The first camera is actually 8 megapixel, which is a wide angle lens. Then next we have the main camera, that's a 16 megapixel having an aperture of f1.78. And lastly, we have the 2 megapixel for depth, and this is your flashlight. And if you notice, the front facing camera is actually a 32 megapixel camera, and Vivo calls this the in-display camera. Let me do one thing actually. Let me show you the camera interface, and then I'll show you sample shots with this one. And this is the regular interface that you get. So this is the regular angle, but notice this one, this is the wide angle, and notice how much it can actually capture. And also we have this mode that uses your depth, and also I like the fact that you have a lot of lighting effects over here, as you can see, studio light and stuff, and this really makes a difference in the pictures when you use this. So the camera is actually fully fledged, and I was really surprised with the quality of snaps that I was getting with this one. And as you can see, it is really fast, even when you move to this wide angle lens. And just notice how much of a difference you have, the regular and the wide angle lens. And now moving to the front facing camera also, again it's a 32 megapixel, and we also have a lot of modes here. For example, that AI beauty mode, we have night mode, even in the regular mode, if you go and click over here, we have that lighting effects as I was mentioning, and this really makes your selfie go to the next level. I thought it was a gimmick, but I took some selfies and stuff, and it really works. So now let me show you some of the sample shots that I've taken with this one. So these were taken with the rear facing camera, and as you can see, it is actually doing a good job. And even for close-up macro shots like this, it produced actually pretty good results. And these were taken in the wide angle mode. This is the regular shot, and this was taken in the wide angle mode. Another example, regular shot, and this was taken in the wide angle mode. And again, some random samples, and the color reproduction is actually really good on the Z1 Pro, as you can see. Now moving to indoor situation, artificial lighting, here also it produced much better than I anticipated, and some sample shots taken in indoor artificial lighting, and these were taken again in outdoor. And here I played around with the lighting modes. Notice my face, how it lights up differently using that lighting modes. These were taken with the front facing camera. Again, I have to say the front facing camera performance is also very good. Really, that 32 megapixel camera really works, and these were taken in artificial lighting conditions. Now recording the sample in the wide angle mode with the Z1 Pro, and as you can see, this is in the wide angle mode. What I'll do is now I'll shift it to the regular mode to give you an idea. Now I've just shifted to the regular mode, and again, as you can see, we get a very different perspective. And I'm just going to walk around to give you an idea how is the stabilization, and the audio is also being recorded via its internal microphone. Quick sample recording with the front facing camera of this Vivo Z1 Pro, and as you can see guys, I'm just walking around to give you an idea how will be the video recording with the front facing camera of this Vivo Z1 Pro. So guys, what do you think about this Vivo Z1 Pro at about 15,000 rupees? I certainly feel that the camera performance is really good, and even for gaming, it was a very good experience. So do let me know what do you think about this Vivo Z1 Pro. Anyways guys, that's it for now for this unboxing. And if you guys are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.